Okay, so for week 6, we're picking themes from Southern literature. In the first story, A Worn Path by Welty, I think folklore, violence, and racism can all be seen in this story. They refer to the woman repeatedly as the Negro woman, and she tells stories and uses metaphors, I think, as she travels along this path. For example, when she says on page 1007, "Thorns doing your appointed work. Never want to let folks pass, no sir." Talking about being caught up in a bush along the way. You can see violence when she meets the man with the dogs. I guess he's out hunting, and in the end of their confrontation, he points the gun at her and says, "Ain't you afraid?" She replies, "No," saying that she has seen and been through much worse, which I believe is also making reference to the Old South. I think all of these themes can be seen as well in A Rose for Emily. Again, racism can be seen by how they describe people in the story and refer to Miss Emily and her family sometimes also as the Negro servant or Negro man that they reference. I think class can be seen by the fact that she has a servant helping her out. Morality is visited when Miss Emily is trying to buy the arsenic and won't tell the man what she's buying it for, and then he breaks the rules by selling to her anyways without knowing her intent. I think violence could be seen when she uses, we can assume that she uses the arsenic to kill him. I think also it's not really a violent scene, but when the members of the town tell the authorities that they have to do something, they have to go over her and tell her that this is how it's going to be, that could have resulted in violence, but they don't actually confront her. They just go to her property during the night instead. I had a harder time deciphering these themes in A Visit of Charity. There may be some instances of class pertaining to the two women when they're arguing. One's telling the other that she's not anything, she's just a stranger. The woman that's in the bed seems to become violent at some points, but I don't think that's really following a theme of violence in Southern literature. It's just how she is. I feel as if a lot of Southern literature is about women coming of age, which I think we can see with the young girl Marian and her observations around the room and during their conversations between the old women.